Hello, folks. Yes. Hello, guys. Thanks for coming. It's like tea break boy here. Transition. Forgot what the shortcut is. There we go. Again, as you should know by now, it's the same old chaos. But I don't know how long this stream's actually going to go on for, because I'm basically almost done with what I need to do. So we'll see. Let's get on with it though, shall we? Hope you're all doing well. Again, I appreciate y'all for joining. I haven't really got much left to do. So if this stream ends prematurely, then I guess there's not much we can do about that. My hands are tied in terms of like how much work I can do for now. I sound tired. It's because I always sound tired. I always sound dead inside. Howdy do, partner. Also, another thing I'm going to be doing this stream is I'm going to be sort of winging the roughs, because as you can see, the roughs here are, let's just say, they're not very complete. They are just a very vague guide for me. Usually I would refine the roughs here, but I'm actually just winging it. And so far it hasn't been going too bad. I might give him a nose here. Be kind of cruel if I didn't. In English, please, Kirill. If it's possible, thank you. Can't really have people talking in language that I don't understand, obviously, for obvious reasons. Oops. Hope you don't smell that, chat. Though you guys have survived up to this point, so you should be alright. Just about, Jack. Yeehaw. Let's make our shoulder a bit smaller. With this bit here with Sally, I have just basically cheated. I basically copy and pasted these old panels, which unfortunately aren't going to be used for the relaunch. So I thought I'd cheat a little bit. Right. Trying to draw him again, but at in a different angle. I'm not going for the highest of accuracy here. But I will say his head needs to be reshaped a bit. It's a bit too rounded. And I don't give him a completely rounded head like that. It's more like this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It boiled his pee. You don't want to be doing that, man. What do you call him then? A Northern Irishman, I'm assuming. Either way, you still got to call him an Irishman, surely. Unless you call him a Brit, because I think Northern Ireland is part of Britain, where Ireland isn't. Maybe that's where he got triggered. I mean, that's the only other thing I would call him. If you can't call him an Irishman. A Northern Irishman, I mean. That's what I mean, like, if they don't want to be called Irishmen, just call them Brits then. But at the same time, that's like calling a Scottish person a Brit. Surely you'd still call him an Irishman, even though he's from Northern Ireland. I don't know. People are quite, fickle? Is that the word I'm looking for? When it comes to that sort of thing. Personally, I don't care what I'm called. Could be called worse things. Right. Let's do him from this angle. Once again, winging it with the cleanup. That's why there's going to be quite a bit of inconsistencies here. But I just want to get on with this now. I want to get this all done by tonight. Let's give him a better nose, shall we? And a better hand. One that isn't so chunky. Excuse me. Hey, Crow. You've finally gone and watched Steven Universe go off. It's a right show, but I have very tough love for it now, as I have previously expressed in previous streams. Are you enjoying it though? Despite it being a bit weird. It does start off quite weird, I think. But that's not the problem I have with it. It's never been a problem. The problem with it now, it lacks potential. That is so inconsistent, but I don't care at this point. Not many people are going to notice that his head gets slightly bigger. And so, along with his neck. Now I've got to draw him again. This time looking down. Actually, I think I have a copy of it here. Yeah, that one. I've got to copy that. Bear with. This is why I didn't want to make his head too big. They could do being a bit smaller. Oh. I'll move him back even though he's meant to be still on the spot a little bit. But for the sake of space, just move him back a bit. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, that's why I sort of like wanted to keep it in. Like, even though this is a different scene, I just wanted to take it out of the other one and put it in somewhere. I mean, that's what we're kind of pushing with this relaunch as well. We want to try and add, not necessarily fourth wall jokes, but we're trying to make it a bit more, I guess for lack of a better term, more comedic. Especially with the first 3 episodes. Hence why the very opening scene got a lot of rework. I ain't got to worry about that crow, don't you worry. That would never happen. At least right now it won't. I need to get on with breaking the 4th dimension though. I don't think I've done that yet. Sorry, not the 5th dimension, the 5th wall. I guess here now it kind of looks like he's stepping back, so I guess that doesn't look too bad. Looking at that now. 90s porn music in the background. Let me listen. It's probably the driver soundtrack again. No, it's the Croc 2 soundtrack, that is. If you think that's from a porno, you are really... I don't know what you've been smoking. But let me have some. Once again, I have like the music completely turned off for me. I don't like listening to music really anymore when I'm drawing. Yeah, that is another reason for my unusual selection of music on my streams. It's hopefully then none of them are copyrighted. I mean, I don't claim if anybody actually claims the music, as long as they don't copyright strike me. Because these streams aren't monetized anymore. Anyway, because to be honest, it's kind of pointless with the amount of views I get. Right, that one's done. Now I've got to do the fourth one. I will be doing different kind of shot eventually, guys. Just gotta bear with. I just want to do everything in the right order. I'm glad to have him move forward again a little bit. Just to work with the space. Because let's add the framing actually. To show you what I mean. Just fill the outside. This is basically the framing. Right. That's fine, that's ideal enough. I tried Twitch once and I got no views. Also, hello again, Pinkter. Thanks for joining. I need to get accustomed to people actually calling me by my name now. It's still a little bit weird. I know it's quite the plot twist that this is my real name. But still. I think every time I've drawn him, his neck has gotten thicker and thicker. I think it needs to be about there. Maybe his head's just gotten bigger. Well, really, the reason I haven't stuck with Twitch is that it's already hard enough to get numbers on YouTube. even though I've got over 50,000 subscribers now. So trying to migrate over Twitch and trying to get the few people to go over there as well is just kind of pointless to me. Also, everything's set up over here now, so I just don't feel the need to go over there, basically. Like, if I was taking streaming a bit more seriously, then I probably would consider it. But this is more or less a hobby now. Well, the consistency isn't too bad here, considering. Just there, his head's a bit too small, isn't it? On the back. Might just change that. Did that make any difference? Don't think it did it? Oh dear. I think the back of his hair is wrong as well. That's slightly better. Right, now to grab... yeah, this is the next one. Just so you know, the dialogue is a work in progress here, if you happen to read it. It was just to give the editor I'm working with just an idea as to what's playing on in this scene. Also, how does everybody like the dark layout of this? I completely forgot this was even a thing with Clip Studio. You can change the background colour. Well, the tone. I think it'd be a good idea to keep it this colour, or this tone. So that I don't strain my eyes, and hopefully you guys don't contend with a completely white screen. Right. Let's do the foreground here for this one. Once again, winging it sort of. I can't believe all this time I didn't even know there was a thing on there. Well, I just didn't think about it. I did have to sort of search for it. It's only in preferences. It's like right down here somewhere. There somewhere in preferences. Hello Austin, thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well. I shouldn't take too much time on the foreground here because it's going to be in soft focus. Or should I do it until soft focus? Yeah. Just grab that one. darker colours. I'm just going to drop it in, I'm not too worried about it being on the same layer. Control G, bring up the Gaussian blur. There we go. Might make her a little bit bigger though. Just so I'm using up a bit more space. Yes, indeed, I'm on. Well, new scene and altogether here. Time to wing it again. But also sort of fixing my initial sketch in the process. Actually, I might have to move the head back a little bit. It's just a little bit off to me. Sort of yes and no. I don't really write a script. I sort of write a... like, it's actually on my other laptop. I should really get off my old laptop. I've written like a synopsis of like each part of where the story's going. That's like the basis of when I start writing out the story. But in terms of dialogue, I do sort of make up as I go along. I hope that answers your question. But yeah, there is some sort of planning before I actually go and start drawing anything though. Even if it's just like a small synopsis for each like part of the story. Of course, writing a script as well would be too time consuming. Once again, words have defeated me. But like I said here, the dialogue I just wrote out very quickly. It was just for the benefit of my editor, just to give her a gist of what's going on or what's going to be said. It's not. I will have to rework some of this. Same here as well. And here. Right. Now let's do this one. Actually, I guess. No. Maybe I'll just copy that. Doing a bit of cheating here. I will need to draw over it though again because it gets too pixelated. I've just got to draw over this again quickly. It never hurts to write a script though beforehand. That way you can use it as reference in future. That's only the reason why I've mainly wrote down like a sort of synopsis. Comicified. Is that even a word? Of course, I'm an expert with words now. I'm going to go over this again quickly, bear with. I can't just leave it like this because it's just too pixelated. I can get away with tracing over my own stuff. If it's your own stuff, it doesn't matter. Even then, I'm not like copying it very accurately. The lines are right there and I'm still missing them. Like I say, I wouldn't be lying if I'm rushing this a little bit. Let's move this shoulder up though a little bit. Actually, maybe hunch him up a bit more here. As she is sort of apprehensive here. Of course, as the shoulders hunch up here, the neck should as well. Or the turtleneck should. Gets pushed up a little bit. Here, not so much. What was the facial expression I had? That's not it. Where is it? Okay. Again, the dialogue will change that. It's pretty cringy for what I put down previously. In all fairness, Pinkter, these aren't the guidelines. This is just like the really bad roughs I put down. I'm not completely winging it this time without any proper guides. Thank you, Sam. Hello, once again. Damn. Thank you so much again. You really are a generous boy. Change that. No, why do I keep doing it where she's like smiling a little bit? No. That's a bit better. Hope you're doing well though, Samuel. Not everything, but I do have stuff, most of my stuff backed up on Google, what's it called? Google Drive. Oh, and Clip Studio Paint's cloud as well, so I've like double backed up everything just in case. That's that panel done. I've literally got like a couple of more panels to do now, and then that'll be pretty much it. Colouring won't take too long, hopefully. This one I don't think I'm actually going to use. I'm going to use this one. Actually no, do I even need to use that one? Starting to think now. Yeah, I probably should actually. Thank you, Jack, for the 2 once again. The Hobbit will not be beaten. But thank you again. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I think I will need to draw this one to sort of show that she's turning around. About that. Dislike could have very well came from me. I'm sure I've said that before. Hang on. Bugger. This is the last panel I need to draw, so I'll keep that open. But I just realised I think yeah, the bag changes sides for some reason. It needs to be on her left side. let's just quickly change this before we continue. What thickness was this? Well, I'm a hermit, so don't feel too bad. Bad. Hobbits are welcome on my streams. The reason I wanted her bag on this side is so I don't have to draw it. Apart from one panel, which is the one that's coming up next. Stop flipping horizontally. Why do I keep doing that? Sorry, not horizontally, vertically. Yeah, I can't really wait to show it to you guys. Again. Well, hopefully the relaunch will go well. I like to be slightly optimistic about this though, because even without the extra exposure I'll be getting, I still had like 20,000 subscribers without even the exposure beforehand. But I can't help but be cautiously optimistic though. I had to redraw it, Crow, because I actually said this earlier, I don't know if you were here or not though, but they want to relaunch it, but they want the first 3 episodes to have more more comedic stuff in it. So I had to make some changes for that to work. And they wanted to make, because their criticism was, I mean, it's completely valid. Like I actually agree. So the very start of this, like how the characters introduced originally, weren't very memorable in their opinion, and they wanted that to change. And basically we want to make the first 3 episodes as good as possible, and so we're making some changes that will hopefully benefit the series, because they said that a lot of people just usually drop a series after reading like 3 episodes. It's like the 3-episode test basically, only in comic book form. Even then they still call it episodes. Hope that made sense. In other words, it can only make it better. I guess you can call them publishers. I mean, it's going to be published on their site. It's not really the publishers though, it's mainly the editor I'm working with. Of course, we only keep things that worked though. There were a couple of things that were suggested to me and I was like, no, I don't think we should do that. And also, another thing we wanted to rework on was the cliffhangers for the first 3 episodes. Again, it's just more about trying to get readers invested after the first 3 episodes. Whoa, that's far too thick. I wonder why I looked. Need that one, don't need that one, don't need that one. Need this one though. Where did it go? Did I even paste it? No, I didn't. Have her more to the left this time, so we'll show that she is moving. Might zoom her in a bit more though, because it looks like she's sort of moving backwards when she's actually moving towards the camera here. This one is a bit awkward though, because I'm drawing her from this side. I very rarely draw from this side. Yeah, don't worry. This is my job now. There's just a little bit more paperwork that needs sorting out, and then it'll be official. Actually, the weird thing the other day, because I'm subscribed to Webtoon's like sort of newsletter thing that people get emailed to, and the Yomanville Gang was mentioned as like an upcoming series, which was a bit weird. There's like 4 other series, well, including mine, that are going to be starting next year, at least. But yeah, that was a bit weird. I don't think I'll be able to wing this drawing as well as the others so far, because this initial sketch is pretty poor. She's got a bit of Cyclops syndrome going on here, so let's move our eye to the side a bit more. Or is our eye too high up? I think our eye's too high up now. Whatever. Hey River, thanks for joining in. I appreciate you skipping school to watch this. Yeah, it should be this year. Did I not say it's this year? I don't know. But yeah, it should be this year. You can tell I've had a lot of practice drawing her from this side. Oh, did I say next year? Sorry. No, it's definitely this year. Still not sure when. I can't really say. We're aiming for the middle of the year at this rate. Right now that seems pretty doable, but again, nothing has been confirmed. I mean, to be honest, the real struggle is sort of just redoing these first 3 chapters, and of course it's almost done now, and I'm literally about to finish it tonight, doing all this. Like, I think we still need to work on the other chapters as well. But I don't think they're going to have drastic changes though. I think I might just touch up on some of the drawings. An upside down cross. There you go. It's a cross that's upside down. Oh yeah, I gotta draw the effect that I use when people are turning round or something. I mean, if I have time, I'll probably colour these on the stream, but I might not. That's I don't need to draw that one yet. I need to draw this one here. Oh, actually, maybe... maybe... Maybe I can get away with just doing this one, actually. Instead of drawing the foot tripping over. If not, I'll be told to change it otherwise. But I think if I put something like trip here, so I'll delete that one for now. Now why is that? Oh, never mind. Right. Actually, I have a confession here. This is another panel I cheated with. Where is it? Where is the original? The original is this one. Because the scenario is different here, I've had to redo it. And also fixed her anatomy a little bit in the process. The reason I'm keeping this though is because it segues into the scene that I haven't changed. It's hard to explain. Once you see it, it makes sense. Let's change these fingers though. I've given it flippers here. I use Clip Studio Paint EX River. It says at the top here, it's probably hard to see though. I don't think it's super cheap though. It's not a free software. I should mention that. But I got it on the cheap. Because I had already had at the time anyway, I don't know if they still do that offer, but originally I just had Clip Studio Paint, and because I had that, my upgrade to EX was relatively cheap. I think it's worthwhile though. You get free updates. It's only one-time payment as well. PS, I'm not endorsed by Clip Studio, just so you know. It sounds like I am, but I'm not. It's just been a very reliable software to me. I've had the occasional glitch, but that's about it. It's never crashed. Though not to be denied, it is a bit limited in places. I'm chatting rubbish anyway. There's probably a free trial of it, so just give it a go. If it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. Might move this mouth up a little bit though. Yeah, I definitely didn't pay that much to get my upgrade. I think it was on offer in all fairness as well. But like I said, because I think it's cheaper to upgrade if you already have Clip Studio. But you know the best thing about it though, because I have to hand in the raw files as well for this. The people at Webtoon use this software, so that's actually really convenient. Because they want to have the raw files delivered as well. Just realised that needs to go over a shoulder. Makes no sense otherwise. I think this will be the last panel I do though. I feel like I don't need to add the one where you see the foot tripping over. Sorry that I keep touching the mic. I keep forgetting there's one right on my face. Personally, it's not much different to Photoshop, but the reason I like EX specifically is, I don't know, there's just like certain things they've laid out are just better. There are a few limitations though. Also, I don't think it's as demanding with your CPU, this program. I remember Photoshop used to be quite laggy for me in places, depending on what you were doing. It does have its limitations though, I'll admit that. But the thing is, with Photoshop you're paying monthly to use it. This is just one payment and that's it. I know $250 seems like a lot of money, but that's for a lifetime. You don't have to pay for anything else after that, unless you want to upgrade. Yeah, it's cheaper in the long run. That's if you got to be certain that you want to get it though, that's the only thing. I mean, I'm not even into Alien games that much, or Alien as a whole, but my problem with it, completely segue into games now, it looks more like a mobile game. That's what's even sadder. If it's the one I'm thinking of. What I've seen, at least. It is mobile. Mobile games do not interest me in the slightest. Unless it's like a puzzle game that you can just play for free, then that's not so bad. Oh my god, I just realised how wonky this sketch is. Right, I'm going to have to change that. Wait. Where's the sketch? Please don't tell me I put it on this... Oh, I didn't put it on that layer, thank god. Where's the sketch though? Oh, it's over here. I just want to make sure that Sally's looking a bit more flat. Well, horizontal I should say. She was a bit at an angle there. Also, I might need to shrink her head down. Her head's a bit too big here. It's like she's a bit of a chibi. Pardon me. Retire? Christ, that's harsh. Alright, see you later, Crow. Thanks for dropping in again. Fading out. Very well, sir. I shall retire. Problem is, Jack, they'll keep the reason they keep doing this is because people buy into this crap. That's a simple answer. I mean, we gamers do complain a lot, but then we don't see the big picture that it's sort of us who is to blame as well. You got to speak with your wallets, you know. I am going to make this face reasonably simple here because it's so far in the background most people aren't going to see. I'll give her a nose though at least. Oh, Thing is, no, not all companies do, Jack. It's just the AAA, as Jim Sterling calls it. It's mainly just the AAA companies. That's why I admire games like Hitman. Like they got their investors pulled out halfway through development and still released the game without, as far as I know, with no microtransactions or any of the like bull crap you see in modern games. That's why you should support indie developers, in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, some publishers aren't douchebags. That's because they're, like, most of them, they're struggling to keep afloat, the good ones. I am slightly skeptical, though, that Hitman has been bought out. I didn't realise they'd been bought out by Warner Brothers. Well, Warner Brothers have picked up the studio, which is a bit worrying, considering their track record. Anyway, I'm going to colour this one. I don't think I'm going to colour all these panels though tonight, because we're getting on to the halfway mark. And as you know, that is also when I need to chicken out. I'll do this one though. So time to borrow some of these colours. Actually, I might borrow the background as well. Oh, actually, can I be cheeky and borrow the background from it? No. Will I be able to get away with this? No, it's a little bit small, but that's okay. I quite like the effect I made here. That's why I want to steal it. Now, can I get away with stealing the floor as well? Probably not. Because the angle was like distorted here. And of course, she's laying flat. And completely horizontally. This might not work. Also, where is it? Did I not copy it? Apparently I did. I don't really understand why I can't see that. Ah, it was there, that's why. I think I can get away with this. I think I can. Naughty boy. That's alright, I don't have to draw backgrounds. Or maybe... Actually, maybe I'll, because I am going to be putting a bit of dialogue here as well. Alright, thanks River for dropping by. Good luck. Well, you should be revising instead of watching my streams. I appreciate the sacrifice though. Well, anyway, back to drawing. Okay, I got away with doing background there without doing anything at all. Remember to colour your layers. I'll spell it in the non-British way. Oh, that's the only downside to copying layers actually. It makes its own like separate folder, which can be a bit of a pain in the backside. But there we go guys, that's pretty much all of the extra work I need to do for chapters 2 and 3. all that I need to do now is rearrange the panels, which is, to be honest, quite time consuming. I'll move that background again. A little bit of white at the top there. So let's drop in these colours. That's why I leave tiny gaps here, so I could just fill that in, fill this bit in one go, in case anybody was wondering. Sometimes I don't even put colour, I just put COL, so then everyone's happy. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Yeah, you can't really knock free games though. I have heard Warframe's pretty good. It's why I can't hate games like Fortnite, even though I hate the bloody wall building mechanic from my experience. But I'm not going to go into that. What is funny though is PUBG having a hissy fit because it's doing so well, and trying to sue them over ridiculous things, and yet can't be bothered to fix all the hacking that's going on. And people wonder why, and they wonder why Fortnite's doing so well. Just zoom in a bit here. Oh god, I can't grab that colour. It's almost non-existent. Adventure quest. I wonder what that's about. If only there was some clue as to what it's about. The online era, what do you mean? Do you mean when online games started becoming like a really big selling point? If that is the case, then no. It's only in recent years, like it's only in recent years games have gotten worse. Just some though, not all of them. There are still some brilliant games out there. Mind you, you can probably call me a filthy casual. I don't game as much as I used to. Right, it keeps doing that because the colour margin's too high, I think. There we go. I think I'll just finish off this panel and then call it a night. we're getting on to the hour-and-a-half mark anyway. Actually, I'll put a shadow around here. As it makes more sense to do so. Haven't slept in 36 hours, is that, are you being real? I could top that. No, in all fairness, if I hadn't slept properly in about 36 hours, I would probably have the biggest migraine in the world. Surely these streams are good enough to put you to sleep though. Maybe I need to get a pupil colour. So use this one. Again, another panel that's going to be scrapped because the scenario is completely different. Rip in rip. God, I remember at the time when I drew this, I was like proud of this picture for some reason. I think it was the hands. Right, that's done. No, it's not. Still got to colour her. Derp. That does suck though. I hate not having a decent sleep or a decent sleep pattern. Because then I suffer from headaches. And then, well, then I just don't, you end up not sleeping properly. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh wait, she's right there. I need some reference for colours. I mean, it is a shame that that this isn't going to be included either, but you know, not much you can do. With all the unnecessary detail on the bin. Again, I think this was another panel I was pleased with, except, well, at least with that bit. We will be done soon though. Again, I appreciate y'all for popping in, even if you're not here now. Once again, I'll be streaming on Saturday, hopefully. The only problem is the only problem is now is what I've got to draw next for the next stream. because all this will be done now. Like, if I need to work on chapter 4, it will just be doing some minor touch-ups, as goes for the rest of them as well. So I'm not even sure if I'll be working on this next stream. Might just be some random stuff again. We'll see though. Just before I leave, I'm just going to add a bit of a shadow underneath her, because it just looks like she's floating on air, doesn't she? I'll turn the opacity down for this. This will mean I'll have to do it in one go though. Why is it not? Oh, it's because I changed the brush, didn't I? Derp. There we go. There we go, just something so it doesn't look like she's floating. And then some there as well. Of course, there's going to be some dialogue here and there. Oh wait, no, I need to put in the effects as well for when she trips. Might have to rework this though. Actually, do that again. Something like that. I'm gonna have to put like trip or something. I'm gonna work on that in my own time though. Right, I'm done for tonight, guys. I must admit, that went pretty quick. Last week's streams have been feeling really slow for some reason, but this one wasn't. So let's fade that out. Best part of the stream now, guys. Right, I'll see you. I'll see you guys Saturday then. As far as I know, Tom, right now it's just the first 3 mainly. But I think I might just rework some of them anyway. So just got to fill that in. This is this last bit here that needs filling up. There we go. Now it's done for the most part. Alright, thanks again, guys. Thanks Sam and Jack once again for their generosity. Sam being MVP. Okay. Hope you have a nice one as well, Pinkter, if I don't see you. Right, I'll smell you later, guys. Time to fade out. Fade out initiating. I see you later, guys. Love and peace. Or peace and love.